The merge of humans and technology. Let's take a look at these few pictures because they are obviously hilarious and they took me hours and hours to find on the internet, and a lot of hard work was put into including them in this video, so I hope you enjoy it. These next few pictures I hope will bring a stronger message to the scene. This baby is 8 months old, and instead of being watched by its parents, it is being occupied with watching a television screen. Prolonged sessions of watching a screen instead of interacting with others will have a lasting effect on this child's mental health, social skills, and many other less obvious issues such as anger, work ethic, attention span, and even their eyesight. This next picture is simply of someone holding their phone in their hand. It seems normal now, but imagine if someone saw this 20 to 30 years ago, they might see it as a little odd, especially if they knew how much time people take out of their day to do what this picture is depicting. Staring at a phone screen has become a huge part of our day, so much in fact that the average US citizen looks at their phone for 4.7 hours a day. Since most people are awake for around 15 hours a day, that is a huge chunk of our day, almost an entire third. Granted, looking at our phone is not mutually exclusive of doing other things like reading or writing, but it is using up a huge part of our day. I want to look a little deeper into this issue of cell phones affecting humans. Think about a few moments in your day that you experience on a regular basis, like eating lunch, talking to someone, doing homework, playing video games, etc. Now, think about any of those moments that cannot be interrupted by a cell phone. That becomes a little more difficult. Cell phones are one of the best tools for taking any moment and making that moment its moment. It's almost a snap reaction for most people too. When you have an itch in your leg, you don't really think about it, you just scratch it. It's becoming almost the same thing with a cell phone. You don't think about it, but if your phone buzzes or rings or notifies you, you just check it. Even sometimes the phone doesn't even buzz, but you still check it because you're subconsciously hoping for something to pop up. Now let's take a look at a more literal merge of humans and technology. There is a theory made by one of the leading scientists in biotechnology. His name is Ray Kurzweil. This theory is called singularity. There are many different interpretations of it, but in short, it is humans merging with their own technology. Heart pacemakers, artificial hips, and prosthetic legs represent the beginning of this theory being put into place. It may surprise you to hear that this total singularity is supposed to happen between 2030 to 2045. Technology has become what it is today at a relatively alarming rate. Just think, the first airplane was invented in 1903 and the first flight took about 12 seconds. 113 years later, we have airplanes that can fly in space for up to hours on end. This is over a span of just over a century. If we look at how long the Earth has been around, this rate of change is increasing at exponential proportions. The singularity event, when man and machine merge, may actually be more of a series of multiplicity events that collectively make better use of scientific discovery and information technology. But either way, our lives are about to evolve into a digital existence that can make us healthier and more sustainable for the foreseeable future. A final example I have of the merge of humans with their creations is a breakthrough that was made only a few weeks ago. It is called the nerve bypass system. There was this paralyzed man named Ian Burkhart who was a quadriplegic. The nerve bypass system allowed him to use both of his hands by bypassing where the nerves had been severed. It took information from his brain and made a hard wire that went down to his hand, so it didn't have to go through his neck where the nerves were gone. It enabled him to create movement in his hand like he always had just by thinking about it. Although there are many downsides to us merging with what we have created, this is one of the upsides.